Can I just say that I love the way Selma Slims packed Erica Banks up? And I know Jock said she needed a slice of humble pie. He said maybe even the whole pie. And I'll have to say I agree with him, because who does she think she is? Girl, is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blazer.
It's the beef for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Dog TV, bake with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be, girl. And we are here discussing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Don't matter the season or episode, just like the video. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, we do this for all the episodes of Love and Hip Hop. So make sure y'all tune in every week. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload and or go live. But we are here to discuss Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And let me just say this, y'all. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is a mess, as it always is. Obviously, the men are still cheating. Obviously, the women are still making excuses. Yandy Luther the King done popped back up. I don't even know why, but she's here and she's trying to play it off like none of the stuff that we saw happen in real time happened in real time. And I don't know why she think we crazy, but either way. Then we also got Karlie Red still running around scared to tell everybody she going to jail, but now she want her daughter to show up for her. But Karlie, didn't I hear you ain't raised your child? We'll discuss that. We also need to discuss Jock trying to get these three young ladies together to do a project and Erica Banks having a real nasty attitude, feeling like she's better than this girl, Selma Slims. And I believe that with my whole heart. And the reason I'm saying that is because the reasons Erica Banks used for not working with this girl made no sense. So I took it upon myself and did my own due diligence and went and looked up both of these girls' music. And what I'm finding is Erica Banks might have been intimidated by Selma Slims, but we'll get into it. We got a few other things going on in the episode. Rashida let Kirk's mistress live in their vacation home with them while they all went on vacation, and I don't know why she's just glossing over that like that's just normal. It's just everything, girl. Do me a favor, grab your things, your liquor, your earbuds, your za, anything you need, honey. Let's get right on into this episode. So the episode opens up with Rashida. And instead of put it on to make them want to marry me, she hit us with this the type of stuff to make you chew all on my bubble gum. Girl, what bubble gum? Kirk don't even want the bubble gum. He don't even chew gum. Girl, either way, she in here meeting up with Spice. Remember, Spice just coming back from the retreat, and Rashida didn't go. So she's trying to catch up on the tea and how everything happened on the trip. And was it really a wellness situation? Now, we all know, according to Spice, old Spice, regular Spice, not the Ice Spice, she says that she was tricked, bamboozled, run amok. She said she went down there playing with them, talking about getting well. She said, and nothing was well. She said, as a matter of fact, it's probably worse than it's ever been. She said Ashley, that's Lil Zane's wife, wanted to bring up an awkward moment asking what suck your mother mean and all that stuff. She said, and when they told them, basically Bam wanted to act like she wanted to bless up. So she said she jumped up in Bam's face and was like, girl, you already know what it is. Stop playing. You can't beat me. And Bam was like, you right, but still, I'm going to talk my stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So she said she dealt with that, and she said she really was about to pop the Bam, but it was a wellness trip. So she just wanted to be well and sit down right quick. Then she said what really ticked her off was the fact that Sierra jumped in talking about, y'all need to stop talking about what you have. Like she said, Sierra always talk about what she have. Hell, that's all we know about Sierra. You see what I'm saying? What she have. She was like, so she just felt like it was fake. And not only was it fake, she said Sierra done been at her house dancing to the song, laughing with the song, talking about how great the song is. And then she get in front of these people around here and act like, oh, nah, it's an issue. Like she said, it's just two-faced and it's fake. And, you know, that's a lot to say Sierra is two-faced because we do know she's up there with the number of faces that she owns. So that was big of Old Spice to do that and say that. You know what I'm saying? And look at Rashida. Ooh, girl, I'm so glad I ain't going on that trip. You got tricked, not me. Ooh, I'm so glad I ain't going on that trip. And Spice said she ain't gonna have no more friends no more. And Rashida said good because according to what the people saying, I ain't got no friends either. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So Rashida starts to talk about the dynamic between Cannon, her, Kirk, three earrings, and Jasmine. That's the baby mama slash mistress, right? And she said that it's been 10 years. Snap, Cannon, 10 already? But either way, she said they trying to co-parent and do the dynamical thing and all that stuff with the family. And she wanted to take Cannon to the Bahamas. I guess they have a spot in the Bahamas. According to Rashida, she said that they wanted to take Cannon, but Cannon had to go to school. So what they did was allow Jasmine to bring Cannon. But when she got there, she ain't had nowhere to stay. So apparently, allegedly, Jasmine was staying in the same house that Rashida and her husband, three earrings, was residing in. Now, if you are me and I am you, this is your face because I'm with Spice. Have you lost your rabbit? Girl, what? You forgot that girl was just saying your husband was still trying to sleep with her about a year ago and you put them under one roof? You see what I'm talking about? And that's why she rapping stupid, talking about put it on them, make them wanna marry me. That's all she got. Rashida is slow as a turtle, I swear. Something is really wrong with that girl. I believe her mama dropped her or something. But anyway, Rashida tries to get in the confessional. It was like, y'all probably saying it's weird, but we're just trying to co-parent. And by the way, they stayed in the house, but it was in a locked door where I had to unlock my door for her to get in there. Or maybe your husband had to unlock the door for him to get out. You so slow. See, this why three earrings won't leave you. It's too convenient. I get to do whatever I want, and I got a slow turtle wife who just gonna get on here and yell turtle power and defend me and be stupid at the background. You can't make this up. Rashida, girl, I hope to never see you on TV again. Why? For no reason in particular, just because you're slow. I don't want to see it no more. Like, girl, this don't make no sense. Like, you not about to brush that off like it's some co-parents and stuff. How she come out there and don't have no money and don't have nowhere to stay? I'd have rather pay for her somewhere to stay than to stay under my roof. This is the man's mistress, not just the baby mama. Yeah, this a different type of slow. Let's move on. Get off of here, disco ball. So we move to the next scene, and Sierra, face number 4, is trying to get on here to tell us that we need to buy this Ghetto Girl Eat seasoning. And she even enlisted the help of Onijah Robinson to tell us why we should buy seasoning that come in pink packets. Like, you can't make it up. And let me just say this too. I heard this girl announced Onijah as a philanthropist. Are you insane? This lady done went down to them people in the Middle East running behind an 18-year-old child talking about getting married and got stuck there talking about she won't land in money. That ain't no philanthropist, girl. A philanthropist is a person who gives, not one who takes and demands. I just wanted to address that part, but I get it. She trying to sell that seasoning, and since nobody like the taste, why not get her to do it? At any rate, so then she starts to ask weird questions to Onijah about this husband that I don't even know is real. But either way, she's like, do you and your husband do freaky stuff? Like, do y'all be doing freaky stuff? How many times a day? And look at Onijah. Oh, about 5 times a day. I say, yeah, both of them crazy. They both need medication. I say what I said. So now the Jessica model girl stops by. She's going to check on Sierra. I don't know why, but she stops by and they shooting this commercial. Can I just say, Sierra, first of all, none of us believe that your seasoning is good. But if you did want us to believe it, you probably shouldn't package it in pink stuff. People don't want to see their food unless it's candy packaged in pink. Especially when we cooking real stuff. I'm not nobody like a professional. I'm just a person who be cooking. I'm just saying, ain't nobody going to look for no seasoning in no pink package. Girl, change the damn color. Make it black or something. So now Sierra looks over at my girl, Jessica Model Girl, and was talking about how the Muslims and all that stuff, they be polyamorous and all that stuff, and they be having buku wives. And Onijah was like, yeah, girl, that's fine, because mine ain't real no way, you know what I'm saying? So then she looks over at the Jessica Model Girl and was like, so girl, I heard you polyamorous too, huh? And according to the Jessica Model Girl, she said, why, yes, I am. Now, when I first heard the term like everybody else, I'm thinking, one man, multiple women, right? But then when Sierra asked her, how does she work around sharing the vajayjay, and she said she divided, now it makes me feel like it's one woman and multiple men. And I'm not hating by any stretch of imagination. If this is the case, kudos to you, my girl. She said she been locked down. It's time to have fun. And she said she doing her big one. I ain't even mad at it or whatever. So now Sierra pulls Jessica to the side to talk to her about the situation that happened at the wellness retreat, because Jessica was trying to see how everything been since then. And basically Sierra was saying that she feel like Spice was basically trying to do her dirty at the wellness retreat. She wasn't trying to be negative or mean. She was like, Spice is my spiritual sister. I love her. I was really just over there telling her that we just got to be mindful of the things that we say, because you don't know who could all be affected. But this is the thing though, Sierra, though. Girl, you jumped in at the wrong time. And I get it. Spice might not understand that you wasn't necessarily taking up for the band, and maybe some see it like that. But you just should have shut up and mind your business and let them girls get into it. And when you stepped in, it just looked bad. And that's why Spice went off on you. You got to eat that. But on top of that situation, why is this girl on here telling these people that she might be pregnant? Talking about she had a positive pregnancy test, but her hormone levels might be off, so she gotta wait 2 weeks. Girl, how much pregnant is you think you is? Like 2 days? Girl, what? I need to see something. And look at her in them people doctor's office. Sierra, get out them people office, girl. Planning them people stuff. I know you got a new face and we can't see your real age, but I heard you was past childbearing age, girl. Get out of here. You and Karlie with that stuff tricking these dudes. Stop with all of that. I'm pretty sure he got illegitimate churn running around here. That boy don't need no churn from you. Plus your churn is grown. Get out of them people doctor's office wasting them people time, girl. So now Jock goes meets up with Erica Banks because he wants to put something together with the young female hip hop artist. And he got this girl called Queen Key. Now we're going to be introduced to Queen Key, and he wants her to get on a track with Erica Banks. So he asked her how she feel about it, and she was like, oh, I like her. Yeah, I like her music. I've listened to it. We've probably hit each other up in the DM maybe once or twice. I don't know. She was like, but yeah, I'm all down to work for her. So I'm like, okay, the girls are working together. This is great. Yeah, it's really not, because these girls have picks and chooses. So we gonna put a pin in this and come back to it. But let me tell you something, you little conehead little girl. You think you is somebody you ain't. You must think you Nicki Minaj. Girl, please, you ain't even Mickey Mouse. Get off of here. So now Yandy is over there playing it off like things are all good in the neighborhood with her marriage. And she's at her new restaurant called Cliche. Everybody in Atlanta got a restaurant. I hope all of them get shut down on Everything I Love, I swear. But neither here nor there. Yandy hops in the confessional looking like a sunlight, telling us that basically she was trying to celebrate the success of her whole new grand opening, but she couldn't help but have to deal with the tabloids. Well, it ain't tabloids, so it's really us. The blogs talking about stuff. Some of it's true, some of it's not true. Well, clear it up, girl, so we can make more videos and more content. What's up? But either way, she said she's trying to get on with her life, but the blogs keep following her. She said she ain't want nothing to do with all of that. She's trying to move on with her marriage and take care of her family because her husband can't do it. And so she meets up with Kendra. Now, I think Kendra has to be maybe the most cheated on wife. No, second to Kirk. So she's got to be about the second most cheated on wife in love and hip hop history. Yeah, that's bad. And we talking about some of the greats. Do you understand me? If you're from Atlanta, you know. But either way, she's coming down to check on Yandy Luther the King because she understands Jossie will have her here at least twice a week, So she's like, hey, girl, hey, I was just coming to check on you. You're my friend. And I wanted to make sure that you're okay. Now, I've gone down this road. I heard about the rumors. I didn't want to just jump to conclusions. But now that I'm here, I'm checking on you. How are you doing, Yandy Mandela? Talk to me, girl. So Yandy Luther the King said, girl, First of all, thank you for coming in. Everything is fine. Don't you see how lovely it is around here? She was like, but secondly, let me just say this. The blogs are just all over the place and they're just saying things that just are not true about my family. And some of the things that they're saying, we've already dealt with. See what you guys saw on the show last season? We had already dealt with that. We were dealing with the blowbacks of it. And I thought it was so unfair that Rashida and Kirk would go on these internet streets and say these horrible things about my marriage because I love my husband. I have to. If not, he'll put me up for collateral. Now, Yandy the scientist also wants us to believe that there's a possibility that she could have cheated too. And I'm getting that from her comments when she said, when I leave the house, he don't know what I'm doing. And when he leave the house, I don't know what he doing. What are you insinuating? Because Tasha K already told us that you're trying to make up a story that you was cheating too, so it won't look so bad that Mendices is passing out peen around the Atlanta streets like Halloween candy. I'm trying to see something. Yandy, I don't know if y'all finished taping, but if you going with that storyline, it is not going to work out in your favor, my love. I'm telling you now. So now Kendra asks how she's dealing with the fact that Mendices ain't coming out saying nothing in her defense. She said because when it comes to her and Jaceel, when he cheats on her every week, she makes him go on his podcast or on his radio show and say he's sorry. So she was like, girl, how is you dealing with this, girl? Like, is you okay? How you feel that your husband is allowing everybody to tell everybody about his cheatings? And Yandy was like, yeah, Mendices is not like that. It's not his personality to come out here and clear it up. And the two of them just bonded over trauma, horribly cheating husbands, and a new medical term that I just came up with in my head. Ditzy deranged syndrome. Girl, let's move on. So now Spice is meeting up with Karlie. We all know they haven't been speaking, but either way, she's putting differences aside because she says she heard about what's been going on the blogs and she ready to put that aside to really check on Karlie. So Karlie gets there and of course she's apprehensive because she hadn't spoken to Spice in a while. So basically Spice tells her that, we were real friends at one point. I've told you about some toxic relationship stuff that I've had. You've told me about some things that you had going on. She was like, but when I seen the blogs and the stuff that they were saying and I'm reading all this back and forth, she was like, I knew it got bad. So I wanted to come out and really talk to you and check on you. Like, how are you doing? Is everything holding up okay on your end? Now, mind you, Karlie is apprehensive at first, but she says she can definitely see that Spice is genuine in this moment and she genuinely wants to know how she's feeling. So now Karlie is ready to open up. So Karlie says that basically things are worse than what they say in the news and that it's been really bad for her and that it's so bad that she's going to have to turn herself into jail. She can't give a lot of detail on it right now, she said, but it's really bad. Now, Karlie has been moping around this whole season because she knew before the news knew and before we knew that she was going to have to turn herself into jail because like I told y'all on last episode, Karlie is the same toxic person that she claims she be running away from or having dealings with. And I also feel like Karlie is only coming back around her friend group, her family, and all these other people because the relationship didn't work out. See, Karlie one of them women who cling to her man so much so she disappears. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like she's receptive to Spice coming to meet up and talk to her because she's desperate. She's probably alone in the house dealing with all of this crap. So basically, Spice looks at Karlie and tell her that, listen, we need to find a resolve because you can't keep repeating this cycle. And it's obvious that Spice wants the best for Karlie because she's basically telling her what she doesn't want to hear, but absolutely what she needs to hear. Karlie is in her 50s, allegedly. She should not be still repeating the same mistakes when it comes to men. She's not learning from any of this. Like, she's just going with the flow. And look at Karlie. Well, I'm a hopeless romantic and I thought we were going to be in love. And plus now Karlie saying that he was going with her to the IVF clinic to get the IVF treatments and stuff. So he was basically making it seem like he wanted to spend forever with her. Now, if that's true, that's messed up because he didn't seem like he was that into her. And Karlie running around here hollering about IVF. Karlie, can you even have children no more? Anyways, she's saying that she sees a sister in Spice, and she thinks that Spice is genuine, and she's so happy to be talking to Spice, and she's just happy to be sitting across from her sister because she loved her. She looked over to Spice and she said, Spice, you know, you my friend, and I can tell you genuine, and I really appreciate you coming out here checking on me, and I love you as a soul sister. And look at Spice, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. She just so happy they back cool. And I'm glad they back cool too. Because honestly, I thought they were scissoring. Because they fights was kind of weird. Is it just me? Girl, look at me going too far. Let's move on. Now, before I move on, I do want to say that Spice basically made a comment that if people knew what Karlie been through, then maybe we would understand or maybe give her grace. And I might be adding 20 on 10 to the end of that sentence, but it don't matter. The point I'm making is I do believe that Karlie may have suffered some trauma, any type of abuse or something in her past. And I think that's what causes her to go through so many relationships. And I don't mean just with men. Period. Karlie treats her relationships like temporary jobs. I swear. It's just like I'm here, then I'm there, then I'm there, then I'm there. She needs help. She does. But I do love the fact that Spice is like, girl, you need to start waiting at least 2 years before you turn around and get married to these men. And that's another thing. Karlie want to get married on the second date. Yeah, that don't go like that. When you think about it, Karlie really be setting herself up for these like failures. I'm not even holding you. She's setting herself up for it. But anyway, let's move on. So now we move to the next scene, and this is the night we meet Queen Key. Queen Key is performing tonight, and Erica Banks said that she was personally invited, or at least invited, to the event, and she's there to have a good time and listen to some really good music. I'm like, all right, bet. Now we also see Spice in the club, but Spice sees Sierra. Spice is ducking Sierra because she don't want nothing to do with Sierra. Spice said, girl, she don't even want to deal with Sierra tonight because Sierra trying to fight, and that's not the type of time she on. She's here to listen to some good music. I said, boom, there you go. 2 people are here to listen to some good music. So they go ahead and introduce our girl Queen Key. And this here is Queen Key. And when she got on stage and put mic to lips, all I heard was, put it on the floor, cause I want some more. Put it on the floor, cause I want some more. Put it on the floor, cause I want some more. But I said, what? Get in the confessional. Now this here is Queen Key. She's a beautiful girl. She's from Chicago. Y'all know I loves me some Chi-Town. Shout out to Chicago. But girl, what did y'all give us? Key, girl, what did you get on this microphone and say? Now I get it. You say you turned up. You got the people behind you. Everybody been retweeting and all of that. Girl, you sound a mess. You look beautiful, but you sound a mess. Girl, you can't rap. I said it. But Key said she a hustler, straight from the Chi. And she said she here to work. Welcome, Queen Key. She said the hip hop about to take off. Lord, I hope it lands. Girl, Queen Key, you sounded so bad. I had to say that part before I get off you right quick. Let's move on. So now Rennie Rucci pulls up to Jasmine and she sees her standing with Erica Banks, and it's a surprise to Jasmine that they cool because Jasmine kind of was a middle friend. We already know Rennie and Erica had their little spout down at the little club they was at. Remember when she threw the milk in her face? Girl, yeah. So anyway, Jasmine was like, girl, y'all cool? I ain't know y'all got cool, girl, when this happened. And it was like, girl, it happened on a wellness trip. Now, Jasmine said she wasn't invited to the wellness trip and need to know why. Girl, Jasmine, wasn't you invited to the Bahamas in that lady house with that lady husband? Tread like Jasmine. But either way, she asked Rennie how did they make up. And Rennie basically says that they made up at the wellness trip. She said, because they really didn't have no issues. And they really didn't. Rennie was going through a lot at the time. That's what it was. Now, did Erica Banks deserve to get the drink thrown on her? Absolutely. But she, you know what I'm saying? She kind of caught her straight. So Rennie was like, yeah, we made up at the wellness trip. And we realized we like each other music. And, you know, we cool. And I'm good and glad to see that. Shout out to Salt and Pepper back together again. You get it? So they were trying to find out what else good came from the wellness retreat. And Erica brought up Spice. She said she would say she got some wellness. She said, but when she think about it, Spice looked like she was worse off than before she came. Child, please. Now, Spice is on the other side talking to Jock, Kendra, and Yandy, and Jock brings up, oh, what happened on this wellness retreat? And I don't know why he brought that up, but either way, Spice says she did not enjoy the wellness retreat. Yandy says she didn't go, and Kendra basically says that it was a time for everybody who had issues with somebody to make up. That's what the wellness retreat was about. And according to Spice, she said all she learned was how fake people is and how everybody want to paint her out to be the bad guy, but she refused to let y'all do that to her. She said because now she know how everybody move. Now the girl Queen Key comes over and they asking her how she doing, and before that, they started praising how well she did and how good her music sound. I'm not gonna let y'all do it. And I'm not hating on Queen Key. That was horrible. I'm sorry. Well, it was so good. I'm like, OMG. Talk about just sucking up. But either way, Queen Key tells us that she done moved to Atlanta with just her tribe, and her churn. She got 3 churns. She only been pregnant 1 time, and she done got triplets. Girl, look here. When I tell you I was sew my own cooch up, girl, 3 on the first try. Woo, Jesus. But anyway, everybody was like, OMG, OMG, this is so dope. Queen Key seemed like she's a really cool person. Queen Key got on here and was like, look, I'm here to work. And she basically says that her business is what is on her mind at all times. I love that for Queen Key. I just need you to rap better, my love. Now, Spice and Yandy get to talking, and Yandy wants to know straight off the bat, are they really friends? She said because she needs to ask people this because she's been hearing around town that Rashida running around here saying she ain't got no friends. So she was like, are we good? And Spice was like, girl, yeah, if we wasn't good, I wouldn't be sitting here. But Yandy was like, nah, we need to make it clear what is really going on. Now, according to Spice was like, girl, you trying to take the stuff out on me that you really have with Rashida. But what Spice let go over her head was the fact that Yandy basically said none of y'all are her friend. And Spice get in the confessional trying to make it seem like Yandy is trying to be messy with her, but you missed the part about Rashida saying none of y'all are her friends. So Yandy is telling this girl, this is what Rashida said. Spice is over here saying, well, I don't know. I hadn't heard it from her. I need to talk to her. And Yandy straight up tell her, listen, that's what the girl said. And look at Spice. Ooh, all right, girl. You ain't got to get all loud and all aggressive. Jeez. Like, all right. Spice is crazy. So look at Yandy. Nobody's going to play with my family, my husband, my kids, my house, my shoes, my car, my clothes. I'm like, girl, shut up. Girl, please. Now, I looked over to the left and I thought I saw an astronaut, but it wasn't. It was just Sierra. Sierra showed up in her all powder blue to confront Spice about being in the club the whole night and not speaking to her. Now, Spice done told this girl that she was trying to get well at the wellness retreat. But you know how Sierra is. Sierra gotta do all the extra. She was like, if that's what y'all want to do and not speak to me, then I guess I'll just act like it's cool. And I'm making the face like this. Because girl, what and why are you here? Like, what do you want? Like, what? Like, girl, Sierra, sit down. Go lay. Go do something. Make a quilt or something. What? Girl, Sierra really blew me. And I really had the face that Erica Banks had when she came over there with that craziness. I'm telling you. So Sierra over there hollering about they spiritual sisters, and she really loves Spice and care for Spice, and Spice needs to stop treating her like X, Y, and Z. And Spice is like, girl, look, I will be me, and we can get back to being cool when I see the real Sierra. Well, good luck. I wish you could dive through some of them faces to find the real one. But look at Sierra. No, Spice, you really are my spiritual sister, and I love you. But Spice wants her to show it in front of her friends. Spice feel like she be two-faced. So she said, if you want us to be back cool, show me we really cool in front of your friends. So they get to going back and forth. Spice is telling Sierra that basically she didn't have her back when she should have, and that it looks like she just wanted to take Bambi's side. She just basically fake when it comes around to Bambi. But Sierra disagrees. Sierra feels like she had to help up for Spice and did talk to Bambi in front of her. But Spice felt like, yeah, you did that after I already had to stand up for myself. Spice feels like she shouldn't have to stand up for herself. I don't know if she wants Sierra to take up for her, like Sierra was taking up for the Bam. I don't know what it is, but it's all petty. I'm with Erica Banks. Girl, just agree to disagree and go home. Why is y'all over here arguing about nothing? So then Spice asked Sierra, well, did you tell the BAM that you love my song and you be singing my song? You dance to my song? Did you tell the BAM that? And look at Sierra. I did tell her, girl. Sierra ain't tell that girl that. Sierra definitely didn't tell that to the BAM. So she keep trying to talk and Spice basically gets up and leave. Now, you know Sierra don't like that. She feel like Spice is deflecting or not standing up to her or talking to her or confronting her, whatever she feels. Girl, Sierra, you already know Spice was about to dip out on you after that. Girl, it's checkmate. Now, one thing I will give Sierra says that she don't talk to the BAM about Spice, and I believe her. I don't believe she's a two-faced friend. I think she may be trying to be neutral, but you know she a little slow. But it is hard being the middleman between two friends that's not talking, and when she says she treat their relationship separately but equal, I believe it. Let's move on. So now Jock got the girls together, where he's getting the girls together. He's getting Erica Banks, what's the girl named Selma Slims, and he's getting Queen Key together to do this project. Now, when he asked Erica Banks, I didn't hear him ask about Selma Slims. I did hear him ask about Queen Key, but Erica was down to do the project. So I don't know if Jock is springing this Selma Slim girl on to Erica at all. You know this show does edit. However, it's not gonna quite go well because even though there's no beef, somehow there's still beef. So Queen Key and my girl Erica Banks pulls up, and Queen Key, Erica Banks, and Slim, what her name, Selma Slim, they seem to be hitting it off really, really well. Like they laughing and joking like, oh girl, I heard your record. Oh girl, I heard your record. Girl, your stuff is fire. Da 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 da. I'm like, all right, cool. So Jock was like, I bought all three of y'all here because I want to do some Atlanta stuff, but I wanted to bring Dallas, Chicago, and what's the other place? Atlanta, my bad. I wanted to bring Dallas, Chicago, and Atlanta together and do a project. All three of y'all girls is hot. All three of y'all could spit. I'm going to get some top producers. I think this is going to be a dope project. And honestly, I would love to hear it for the first time. And this is the craziest part. Selma Slim looks over to the other side of the table and tells Erica Banks, she was like, hey girl, I just want to tell you that I love you. I've always wanted to work with you. I've even hit you up in your DM before in the past, but you ain't never hit me back, girl. Like, what's tea? I'm trying to work. And Erica Banks was like, to be honest, it's not nothing like that. It's just that I don't really like your style. She was like, you really do more of a model type girl type stuff. And it's just not really my style. Now, off the cuff, Erica Banks is full of crap because people who sound alike typically don't work together. So this is crap. And I think the girl Selma Slim caught on to it too, because she was like, wait a minute, what you mean you don't like my style? She was like, you need to get with the times. These brands are on the table. We need to work together, girl. We can get this bag. Like, what's tea? But Erica don't want to have nothing to do with the Selma Slim girl. And immediately I'm thinking this gotta be personal. But Erica keeps holding steadfast that it's not personal. She says because she ain't got nothing against the girl. She just don't like the style. Erica, we don't believe you. But it comes out that this girl was also signed to 1501. And that's where the animosity comes from. Now, Erica can get on here and say that it ain't like that she ain't had no issue with the girl. It's simply about the sound. But I don't believe it. Erica Banks has an issue with Selma Slims, probably the same way Megan Thee Stallion had an issue with her when she came through the door. You see how the tables turn? Girl, Erica, please. And then to have the attitude that she have, talking about, oh, I don't like your sound and da-da-da-da. Erica, I only know one song. Bust it. That's it. Just one. So even Queen Key was like, I get it. You like what you like and you got your sound, but you're not even going to try to work with her. Like, and Selma was like, yeah, like, what you trying to say? And Selma believes that the whole real issue behind this is 1501. So Erica Banks is saying that she don't want to work with Selma Slim because she doesn't fit her style. She said her rap style, and she don't fit her personally. She also tells Selma Slim that basically she's seen her stuff and it really ain't nothing she trying to really work with. But she would personally love to work with none other than Queen Key. And let me tell you something. I went and did the research because I had to go see who is who. Like, who is the rappers, who trash, who's what. And let me say this. Selma Slim can rap circles upon circles around Queen Key. And I'm just being honest. I heard one song on TikTok. It was really good. The vibe was cool. Everybody in the chat was like, okay, Erica put 20 on 10. I could definitely hear her on this. The song I went and heard on TikTok was really, really good. And the girl lyrically can rap down. If I had to choose who was the better rapper or who had a better sound between the both of them, and that's Queen Key, Selma Slim wins hands down. So I don't think it's that. I think maybe she could be intimidated by her lyrically. Who knows? But I'm about to give you the game on why she really want to work with Queen Key more than Selma Slims. And it's not about the music. It has nothing to do with her personal vibe, her personality, or anything. Queen Key is more popular right now of the two. Queen Key sounds like and looks like she has some sort of backing, which means Queen Key could get in the algorithm. Although Erica Banks is the seasoned artist, she's still doing chitlin circuit numbers. She ain't packing no houses like that. She trying to get on. And these new girls be having these waves, and these old girls be trying to get on these girls' waves. Erica Banks is trying to revive a career that we didn't even know was dead because we forgot it was alive. And that's the only reason why she'd rather work with Queen Key. Not because Selma Slim is bad, not because her music is trash or because it's different. It's only because Queen Key has the clout right now, and we ain't heard from Erica Banks since 2020. Now, as it pertains to Selma Slims, I ain't gonna lie. I went on TikTok to look for you. I ain't find a lot of music, but I will be checking out your Instagram. And I will say this. I really wish you had your music plastered on all platforms, because right now everybody's searching you, and that should have been the first thing pop up, or at least second to Love and Hip Hop. So now Erica calls Selma delusional because she asked if it was behind 1501. Selma said that's gotta be what it is, and they start throwing insults back and forth with each other. Basically, Selma told Erica she needs to get a reduction on her BBL. And then Erica told Selma she shaped like a little boy. And they were going back and forward. And I was in the middle like Queen Key trying to keep my head down but laugh at both of the jokes. Because I don't care. These girls are tearing each other down. And it is what it is. Now, I will say this. Poor Queen Key stuck in the middle. Like Malcolm, huh? Poor Queen Key. And look across the table. Look at her. Now she want to ask Selma Slim if she have enough money to afford her BBL reduction. And Selma Slim says yes, she does. And they wanted to try to play big bank, take Lil Bank. Because Erica believes that because she's more popular, she automatically has more money. And honestly, that makes me know Erica really ain't got it like that, you know? But either way, Selma Slim is going back and forth with her, telling her that she look a mess, calling her all types of oompa loompas. She ain't say that. I just put that on there. But she was saying all type of stuff back and forth. And they both agreed that they don't want to work with each other. But I do think it's messed up because Selma didn't have no issue with Erica. It was all cool. But when y'all want to know why the rap girls can't work together, this is why. This is why. They could talk about the outfits. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it was funny. When Erica told her, go ahead, you and your orange bag. Because that powder blue do hit different. I ain't going to hold you. But other than that, all the insults back and forth, all of those, oh, I'm wearing this and I got that. It was pointless. It was. And Poe Jock just sitting here in awe, looking at Erica Banks, talking about I'm on season 3. I'm on season 3. Can we really talk about you being on season 3, Erica? You've been on 3 whole seasons of Love and Hip Hop, and I'm pretty positive if the producers put all your footage together right now, it wouldn't even be a whole episode. So stop that. That is not a flex. And the fact that Jock had to say you needed humble pie, not a slice, but the whole pie, tells me that the edited version of this conversation we had, or at least the one we witnessed y'all have, tells me that you really think you are something and someone that you're not. And I'm never in a position to tell nobody to, downgrade themselves or downplay themselves. But this attitude, girl, this attitude is the reason why you still opening up at hookah shops. Erica Banks, girl, the way you was acting to that girl at that table was very nasty and very rude and very disgusting. And you already got a head shaped like a little acorn. So that didn't help you out either. You need to tread light, okay? Now, Jock came and said that he still want to do the project, but because these girls can't get along, he just gonna set it up to where they do different studio times and they don't never run across each other, but somehow they can still be on the same project. This is ridiculous. All that girl had to do was put her differences aside and work with the girls. It wasn't this deep. Hell, Queen Key says she'll rap with anybody. And it's always the ones who don't know how to rap, huh? Bless her little cute tail self. I'm sorry, Queen Key, but I'm not sorry. You can't rap. But I get it. You'll rap with the yodeler, the rock person, the country person. Girl, I get it. I understand. That's what a true artist does. Let's move on. So in the final scene, Karlie has gotten word that she absolutely has to turn herself in, and she is blowing up her daughter's phone. She cannot stop calling this girl's phone because Karlie says she needs her daughter by her side because that's literally all she has. But remember, I told y'all at the beginning of the episode, Karlie one of those women who forsake all others for her man. Yeah, it's coming back to bite her. So Karlie getting a confessional to say that she had been calling her daughter all day and she had wanted her daughter to come with her to turn herself in because she ain't got nobody to come with her. And her daughter had been acting funny, not answering the phone and not showing up for her. But Karlie says she's scared, she's nervous, she don't know what's going to happen. And she's, trying to get in touch with somebody to be on her side. Now, Karlie finally gets her daughter on the phone and she's like, "Where are you? I thought you was coming with me to turn myself in." Now, Karlie's daughter feels like, "Hey, I was gonna come, but some other stuff came up." She really sounds uninterested, right? But Karlie thinks this is the worst thing ever. Karlie was like, "I need you here. You are my child. I'm all you have. You all I got. I need you to be with me." But the daughter sounds like, "Yeah, I'd rather go out to eat with my friends," on some type stuff. And you know what that told me? It told me that Karlie is trying to ask her daughter to show up for her in ways that she probably didn't show up for her own daughter. Because for Karlie to put this on her child to show up to her to go to court because she wanted to do hood rat stuff in her 60s, I think that's messed up. Now, if this my mama, I'm going with my mama. But y'all got to remember, Karlie didn't raise her child. I mean, how we know her daughter may feel like she don't need to show up for her mama because she feel like her mama never showed up for her. Karlie was a video girl. And this is also how I know that basically Karlie read forsake all others for her man. When her daughter said, "I didn't even know what was really happening until recently," that told me that Karlie had cut off her daughter and everybody else too. And that's probably why the daughter on the line saying, "Girl, I got something else going on this evening and I'm not going to be able to make it." Karlie on there, "Oh, I will never forgive you for this. All the things that I've done for you, I'll never forgive you for this." That don't go like that, baby. You made your bed. You 60 years old. Now lay in it, baby. If you had that relationship with your child, trust me, your child will be there. But that tells me you never had that. Like the daughter said, "Girl, you'll need me for something else and we'll be back in this situation again." Now, as it pertains to Karlie, Karlie says that she does so much stuff for her daughter, and the fact that her daughter will leave her out to dry like this is really messing her up. And sometimes Karlie's gonna have to understand that even if you do things for people, material things don't equal love for everybody. It doesn't matter what you've done for your daughter, Karlie. You did this to you. And Karlie, if you did cut off everybody to be with this man, then you getting exactly what you deserve. You done broken a man's house allegedly. You done stole the man ID and all his personal items allegedly. Go turn yourself in, come on home, and then we can work on getting you a new face. That was the end of the episode. What do y'all think about it? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all hoes on the next one, girl. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.